some changes, I like how it is. Easy to cover the life that I live. Still ain't got used to the sight from the crib. I knew I would have it when I was a kid. At moments the nights will be dark, won't hold you, the journey was long. Through all of the imagine the younger me singing the song.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. Morant is out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Williamson, and it's Tatum in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Ball. His 3-pointers off the mark.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Basket counts.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And Williamson gets it to go.
Powerful move there by Williamson. He's not afraid to throw his weight around in the paint.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. There's Ball with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
Now Ball. After Luka Doncic's 3-pointer that didn't go. Embiid, no good.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
The 3 for Doncic. East grabs the miss. Giannis kicks the ball. Shoots over Morant. Unable to get that one. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Doncic is such a confident player. He knows he can fire off the catch whenever he wants to.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Willie Green gave me a few minutes to talk with him. He was looking over the lineups and he said, I've never seen such even matchups all my life. The talent on both sides is just insane. I asked him if he had a game plan for tonight, and he told me, I thought about it, have some ideas, but that's not what this is about. It's a showcase for the best of the best, guys.
Thank you, David.
Boy, there's a subtle but real physicality and aggressiveness to Doncic's approach to the game, and that's part of his greatness.
Now, here is Young after the miss from Joel Embiid. Deep 2 from Ball. The basket good off the assist from Young. Ball's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Embiid. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Antetokounmpo.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock. He's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
Morant with it, now guarded by Ball, and it's Morant missing. And stolen by Tatum. Pass to Jokic, shoots over Embiid, and Embiid pulls it down. And here's the East, trailing by 2. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Williamson dishes to Morant. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Knocks down the 3-ball. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
You know, a focal point for Tatum early on, increase the consistency from deep. And he's done that with a lot of lab work.
And it's a completely new group for the East All-Stars. So the wing on the left. Good ball movement here by the East. Here's Cunningham. Hits the target from 18 feet.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Here's Butler, following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Butler passes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now here's Durant. Off target from three-point range. Curry deciding where to go with it. Now the pass to Ayton. Over Cunningham. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Curry.
Oh, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter, and I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
And their offense already in a flow, some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Edwards, that's good.
And physically, Edwards may not look young, but he is just scratching the surface of what he can become. A lot of upside in this young man.
Mobley misses.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
These All-Stars shooting their first free throws of this game. The first free throw is good.
And, you know, we all know how talented Towns is. Now it's time for him to up the ante and do big things in the playoffs.
Catching up on changes for the West. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for 8. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Curry. Now here's Ingram. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Goes back up. And Mobley lays it in.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Cunningham outside. And that's good for 2. Cunningham's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And typically a lot of shots go unchallenged in this game every year, especially early on, and that one, no exception.
And so it's the West. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with John Morant. Then it's Butler. Then it's Evan Mobley. And it's Ingram at the 3 seed.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And here was Garland. After the three-pointer from Evan Mobley. Tries it from the top of the key, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Moves like that will help Barrett become a more well-rounded threat. Nice ball control.
Morant passes to Ingram. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Now here's Ingram. And finished off by Morant.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Garland dishes to Turner. Pass to Barrett. Shoots over Ingram. And Barrett gets it to go. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
A big group substitution here for the East. Embiid, he's checked in for Turner. LeBron comes in for Antetokounmpo. Trae Young, he's checked in for Cade Cunningham. And Ball subbed in for Garland. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Jokic, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Jason Tatum comes in for Brandon Ingram. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Stephen Curry subbed in for John Morant. Jokic sets the screen for Curry. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The East trail by 10. Embiid finds Ball. From outside the arc, kept alive.
Boy, that's just a strong play by LeBron, winning the rebound and sending it right back up.
Now, Jokic. From 8. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Williamson is checked in for Evan Mobley. Young against Doncic. From past the arc. Nice. 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Boy, Doncic showing you his competitiveness right there with the back at you 3. The revenge trip.
Ball no good. The West leading by 10. Tatum passes to Jokic. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And that one's good. Williamson.
Another high IQ pass by Jokic. I mean, he knows all eyes are on him, and so he gives it up to a ready shooter. That's just good basketball.
So for the West, DeAndre Ayton comes in for Jokic. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Stephen Curry. Now here's Ball. 8 points for him. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Ball's got 10.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but, you know, that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
Mitchell wide open. A three-pointer, no good. And Embiid has got the ball here for the East All-Stars. It's a 10-point game.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Doncic passes to Tatum. Hands it from downtown. He's got 8.
Hey, in today's NBA game, I think you have to stretch the floor if you're going to be competitive and give yourself the best chance to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
They grab their own miss. Embiid. And they pick up 2. Embiid's got his second basket of the night.
I know it's a tall task, but you got to box out Embiid. It's really that simple, because if you don't, he's going to make you pay.
Doncic outside. Ayton a screen on Young. Doncic passes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Doncic against Young. The 3 from Tatum. It's all in by the East All-Stars.
Yeah, they had some botched coverage that turned into...
Look at that!
Oh, my goodness! What's up? And how about all these dunks? I mean, this game's been a complete crowd pleaser, no doubt.
I know, I'm loving it. These players are really strutting their stuff tonight. Showtime!
And so here are the West All-Stars. After the basket by the East All-Stars on the other end. Here's James. That shot is off. Now the West All-Stars the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Tatum. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Really hard to slow Tatum down on his drive because he's relentless. I mean, he's going to finish whether somebody's in his way or not. This guy's a load offensively to deal with.
Ball from long range. That's in. Coming off the assist from Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Doesn't go that time. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. One half remaining in the NBA All-Star Game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
Antetokounmpo out there with LeBron James. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Embiid in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. And here is Doncic following the three-pointer by Trae Young. Doncic passes to Jokic. The open shot by Tatum. Gets an open look and hits. And 12 points for Jason Tatum.
You know, right there, you see some of the old-school mid-range game that Tatum has in his back.
They're running. Ahead. Can contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on LeBron James.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Edwards has come in for the East.
The explosive athleticism of Williamson is so much fun to watch. For a guy his size to move like that, incredible.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Towns is checked in. Evan Mobley's checked in for the West. Floats it up for Doncic. It's stolen by Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. The West All-Stars pull it in. Mobley's got 6 rebounds in the game. Morant left side. Left block shot on the way.
Hey, when Giannis is lurking nearby, you got to be careful because his wingspan can erase a lot of shots.
Ball from long range. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ball's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Doncic looking it over. Pass to Jokic. Towns with the defensive effort.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of it. They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now, here's Jokic. Here's Morant. Banked in off the glass. Morant's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Have to respect Morant's activity on the offensive glass. Has an outstanding feel for when to go and attack the board.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Cunningham comes in for Young. And it's Garland in for Ball. The West also making some changes. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Tatum. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Doncic. Offensive rebound. Mobley wide open. And the 3 off target.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
To the paint, Ingram with the steal. Mobley outside. They get it back. Jokic and Cunningham with the block.
Oh, great anticipation by Cunningham, managing to get his hand on that shot.
And stolen by Mobley. Shoots over Towns. The West again cannot hit.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's KD. Towns kicks to KD for the lead. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Durant's got the lead up to 1 now for the East All-Stars. To the middle, here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Mobley with the block. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. The West making some changes. Butler, he's checked in for Jokic. Mitchell comes in for Ingram. And it's Stephen Curry in for Morant. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Darius Garland missing his last shot. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Curry. And it's Durant with the rebound. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the East. They trail by 1. Edwards dishes to Durant. Over Butler. KD's shot is off. And the West All-Stars with possession. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Count that one for Mobley.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they've both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Turner comes in for Towns, and James subbed in for Edwards. The West also making some changes. Zion Williamson comes in for Mobley, and it's Tatum in for Butler. The East trail by 4. Garland with it, now defended by Mitchell. And here's KD for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
There is no limit to where Durant can shoot from, which is what makes him really dangerous when he's got the ball in his hand.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
No question, James has the green light from anywhere. That mid-range is just another area where he's dangerous.
Now here's Tatum. 12 points for him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. West All-Stars shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one falls for Tatum.
The potential that Tatum still possesses to get better is quite scary. I mean, this guy has done an awful lot in a very short time. He's a versatile forward with tremendous skills and a work ethic to match.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the West.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Doncic. The West All-Stars have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. That's good from Stephen Curry.
And one of the more clever players in the game. Curry takes pride in toeing with opposing defenses. And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
The East All-Stars have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
Yeah, you know, he's become a solid big man in this league. Miles Turner understands his role and is starring in it and does a really good job, I think, playing to his strengths.
KD against Tatum. Puts it up for Williamson. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Here's Turner. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your review dance squad.
Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star Game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Mitchell. Zion Williamson is out there with Jokic. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Morant in at the one spot. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Ball. Doncic against Young. And here is Doncic. Jokic with his screen on Young. Morant with it, now guarded by Antetokounmpo, and the shot goes in.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
The pass to Ball. He gets it in there. Ball's got 26.
Ball showing a lot of effervescence on the offensive end, and it's probably infectious for the rest of his squad.
Doncic, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Deep two from Ball. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now, here's Doncic. Over Young. Again, the West All-Stars.
You know, in this day and age, you expect most players to drive it or shoot the 3. Luka utilizing the 15 to 20-foot range here. Good idea.
And stolen by Williamson. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. And it's Mitchell missing. He's with the ball. A 2-point game. Ball, the pass to Edwards to take the lead. The West All-Stars pull it in. Williamson's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Mitchell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Ball against Morant. Here's Embiid. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night. Down low. And Williamson throws it down.
Well, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact. A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
The West leading by 3. Morant outside. Passes it to Williamson. And here is Mitchell. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Good D by Embiid. Jokic has gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. Ball no good. Mitchell outside. To the right side. Morant passes to Jokic. Here's Mitchell. Drops in the layup for 2. Mitchell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
Fires at the elbow. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Here's Jokic. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 7 rebounds in the game. And here's Edwards from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. And it's a tie ball game.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Ball against Williamson. Giannis passes the ball from downtown. The West grabs the miss. Mitchell outside. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Well, I think this is exactly what the coaching staff wants from Doncic, guys. I mean, being aggressive and committed to scoring the ball, looking for his shot.
Ball no good. And so here are the West All-Stars. Here's Doncic, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
And here's Young from the arc. Good on the 3-point shot.
And you give Young just a glimpse of the bucket. He can drain it from literally anywhere on the floor.
Inside, here's Jokic. That one, no good. Good D by Embiid.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this guy. Man.
And some changes here for the East. Karl-Anthony Towns checked in for Embiid. Kevin Durant comes in for Edwards. And it's Cunningham in for Young. Then for the West All-Stars, Jason Tatum. He's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Doncic. And Curry subbed in for John Morant. And here is Curry after the three-pointer from KD. Out that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Stephen Curry.
You know, at close range, Curry has a plethora of shots. You simply can't allow him to get those looks.
Ball with the bucket.
How much do you love to see the turn?
So it's the East All-Stars taking the W in a close one.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.